What's up, everybody? It is your girl, Jab Queen Boxing, and it is Thursday. And you know what that means. It is Throwback Thursday, boxing style. Better yet, Jab Queen Boxing style, to be exact. Next up on today's Throwback Thursday, we have Julio Cesar Chavez Sr., of course, aka El Cesar del Boxillo. Now, Caesar boxed from 1980 to 2005. He fought in divisions like super featherweight, lightweight, light welterweight. Okay, this man was getting it in. He fought in an orthodox style, and he holds a record of 107 6-2 with 85 KOs out of those 107 wins. Jesus. He was best known for his unrelenting and aggressive fighting style, devastating body punches, and his durability, okay? Now, he also had an 87-0-1 record before ever taking his first loss. Okay, he fought guys like Meldrick Taylor, Edwin Rosario, Roger Mayweather, Hector Camacho, Juan Porte, Luis Ramirez, Lockridge, Greg Horgan, and Oscar de la Hoya. Now, some of these guys he even fought twice. First of those being Roger Mayweather. Now, the first time they fought was 1985. They fought for the WBC Super Featherweight title. And Chavez ended up knocking Mayweather down twice in the very second round before the referee said, okay, you know what, this guy, he had enough, okay? He then went on to put boot to ass to Juan Laporte, okay? Defeating him in a 12-round unanimous decision, retaining his WBC Super Featherweight title, okay? In that very same year, he went against Rocky Lockridge, also defeating him, retaining his WBC Super Featherweight title. He was not playing. I'm keeping this belt. Then he set his eyes on the WBA lightweight title, honey. He went up against Edwin Rosario, and baby, you want to talk about somebody getting head, shoulders, knees, and toes put on that ass? He whooped him from the beginning bell until the end, which was only 11 rounds because he got him out of there in the 11th round with a combination of body and head shots, honey. 11th round TKO, winning the WBA lightweight title. Now, obviously, heavy is the head that wears the crown, right? So they coming for him, they coming for his belt. So he said, bring that ass. He then fought Jose Luis Ramirez and knocked him out. Okay? Well, he didn't knock him out. It was a TKO due to a cut that kind of opened up on Ramirez's forehead. It was an accidental headbutt. You know, in a line of battle, there comes some cuts and bruises. But he kept that title, baby. So after retaining his title and opening up a can of whoop ass on Ramirez, he then spun the block to Roger Mayweather in 1989. He said, "Oh, I heard you they calling you the Mexican assassin." Okay. Proceeded to put head, shoulders, knees, and toes on that ass again. And he beat him so bad, Roger didn't even come out the corner in the 11th round. Man, Chavez Sr. ain't no damn joke, okay? He then went on to fight Meldrick Taylor in a fight they named Thunder Meets Lightning in 1990. This was for a unification fight of the WBC and the IBF Light Welterweight Championship, okay? Now, this fight actually went on to be the most controversial fight of the 90s. Now, of course, Chavez TKO'd him in the last seconds of the fight, unifying his belts. And in come the haters, baby. Julio Cesar Chavez went on to fight Greg Hawkins. Now, let me tell you what happened, okay? He was hating, okay? Calling all of Chavez's opponents Tijuanan taxi drivers. Oop, and questioning his crowd drawing ability. Child, please. So obviously, Chavez was not having that. He was angry, honey, and he took it out on that ass in the ring. You better believe it, honey. Ended up TKOing him in the fifth round. Get up out of here, punk. Now, after he put head, shoulders, knees, and toes on Taylor, he then went on to face Frankie Randall. Frankie Randall actually won by split decision after knocking Chavez down in the 11th round. This brought it to a split decision victory in favor of Randall. Now, some judges had the fight 116, 111, 114, 113, and 114, 113 in favor of Chavez. But, ultimately, Chavez disputed this decision. He blamed the ref. There was a lot of low blows going on. But in the end, Randall was awarded the victory as well as the championship. Obviously, Chavez wasn't having that shit, right? So, he wanted an immediate rematch, and which he ended it 8th round TKO and regained his title. This was controversial. Obviously, there was some headbutting going on too, which led to a point deduction from Randall, which ultimately could have influenced the outcome of the fight. Now, he had a few fights after this. Another more notable name would have been Oscar de la Hoya. They actually fought twice. Oscar de la Hoya actually beat him for the WB Super Lightweight title in the 4th round, and then they rematched a couple of years later, and Oscar de la Hoya actually defeated him again. And kept the WBC Super Lightweight Championship. But Caesar ended his career on a high note. His last fight was against Ivan Robinson, in which he won. He has done a few exhibitions since then, and he got introduced into the Hall of Fame, I believe in 2011. Let's take a look at some of the highlights from Chavez in the ring. Now, although his personal career ended, Julio Cesar Chavez Sr. went on to do some exhibitions. He also has two sons that box, Julio Cesar Chavez Jr. and Omar Chavez. Their careers also have faced a bit of controversy, but he has been vocal throughout his sons' careers and expressed some concerns about their well being. Nevertheless, he's still extremely close with his sons, still heavily active in the sport of boxing. He provides analysts for ESPN and TV Azulka. And his son, coincidentally enough, Chavez Sr., I'm sorry, Cesar Chavez Jr., is preparing to fight Jake Paul, as we know, on the 28th of this month. So I just thought I'd give him a quick shout out, a quick, run down memory lane. This man was an amazing boxer. He gave us 107 fights. Lord have mercy. They are definitely not fighting like that anymore. So Julio Cesar Chavez Sr., I just want to say thank you for the time spent in the ring, and we appreciate you. Well, guys, that concludes our Throwback Thursday for Julio Cesar Chavez Sr. Don't forget that I will be live tonight at 5:30 p.m. Pull up on me for some good boxing conversation. And until next time, y'all know what to do. Catch me on a panel.